And a pleasant good afternoon to everybody. Welcome to O'Connor High School for the Arizona Youth Football League Game of the Week. And we're underway. A booming kick that goes all the way down inside the Eagles' 20-yard line. They come out in the all blue. They kind of look like the old Baltimore Colts. And the Squad 48 coming out in the all white with the red trim and the red helmets. And it's first down and 10. I'm Jeff Lowry. Eric Anderson will have the call of the game. He had to go downstairs and verify some names and numbers on the rosters. And so he will be up here in about 5 to 7 minutes. And we did not have a whole lot of time between games as O'Connor runs the first play from scrimmage. And they don't get much, maybe a yard on the play, and it's going to bring up a second down and 9. Well, it's a warm day. Temperatures soaring into the mid to upper 90s here. We're expected a high today of 97 degrees, but thank goodness we've got some overcast skies, and that has kept the heat down just a bit. We're just underway. This is the second play from scrimmage as O'Connor comes out in the all blue. And the toss pitch goes to the near side, and not much going on there. Big 78 really laying down the Thunder, and they're going to lose a yard on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down and 10 for the O'Connor Eagles. Right now, our game time temperature is 94 degrees under partly sunny skies. The sun is trying to peek its way through the clouds, but hasn't done so yet. And now a big third down play. You've got O'Connor really deep into their own territory at the 19-yard line. Third down and 10. And they put 6 in the box, maybe 7, maybe 8 now in the box for the defense of the Squad 48 as the run goes to the left side, and that's thwarted immediately. And really no gain on that play. And this Squad 48 has come out and playing, Pro Bowl defense here to start this contest. The second of 3 games we'll have here on APN Sports. And again, we apologize. We are still in the makings of putting this live stream together. We had maybe 10 minutes, and part of that, well, we had a window. The window was coming down where we set up here in the press box, and that created some havoc. But nonetheless, we're bringing the images to you as O'Connor in punt formation on fourth down and 10, and that one partially blocked, and then they ran into the kicker, and let's see if there's going to be a penalty marker here. The officials, I don't think, threw a penalty, and that would definitely look like roughing the punter. So they're going to talk it over momentarily. We're just underway in the first quarter, a couple of minutes in. And a scoreless tie, and, well, it looks like the Squad 48, who had 4 outstanding downs on defense, makes the stop, and they're going to have plus territory to start this drive as the Eagles come out on defense. Like both these teams' uniforms. I'll tell you, you talk about where we have come with the uniforms over the years, and I'm telling you, these guys look sharp. First down and 10. Ball is resting at the 25 of the Eagles. Handoff straight ahead, and the Eagles with the big defense. Looked like 10 was in there first. He might have gotten a little bit of help, and that's going to bring up a second down, a gain of 1 on the play, and it's second down and 9. No score, first quarter action. We're in the third minute of play. O'Connor won the 10U game that we had here earlier, 12-0, and now trying to win their second and 2 tries. Here's the run to the near side, slips a tackle out of the backfield, gets around the left edge, and he's going to pick up a couple of yards on the play. Number 22, he's one of their top players. And now third down coming up for the Squad 48. Again, Eric Anderson will be joining us here momentarily. There was a penalty marker down on the field, and it's going against the offense in the area of holding, and now they're set up in a second down and 20 situation. The Squad 48 on offense, plus territory in their opening drive of the game. They shut down the Eagles' offense on 4 straight great defensive plays. They go to the air, and this ball is picked off by Alvarado, and he is off to the races. He's inside the 30. He's inside the 20. He's got one man to beat. He goes 75 yards on an interception return for touchdown, and it's now 6-0 in favor of the Eagles. What an impressive run that time. Mekhi Alvarado with already the play of the day, a 75-yard return, and they're going to go for the 1-point conversion. So what a way to start off this game in the 4th minute of play. Mekhi going 75 yards. You don't see that every day. So an outstanding job. I think Mekhi is one of the, I think he might be, I'll have to double check, one of the linebackers. I'm kind of thrown into this without a roster, but I do know that was Alvarado. Here's the toss pitch to the near side, trying to convert on the 1-point play, and it is good. 7-0 is the score here in the first, as the O'Connor Eagles get a big play already. The ESPN Sports Center big play of the day. Mekhi Alvarado going the distance. And we await the ensuing kickoff here by the O'Connor Eagles. So without any further ado, I'm going to turn the microphone over to the man who will call the rest of the game, Eric Anderson. Eric?
Tangberg will kick it off for O'Connor. They lead it 7-0 early in the ball game, and it's a pooch kick picked up at the 35-yard line and taken back and taken down by Tangberg, the kicker. The return was made by Volrich. So Braxton Volrich, who's the main running back, that was very well on defense. Brought that back 9 yards. Another guy to keep your eye on, big number 78, Lucas Graniello. Does a lot of tackles on defense, and big guy on that offensive line. Looks like he's ready for the pros already. Squad 48, first down and 10 from their own 43-yard line. They trail it 7-0, and a handoff goes direct, and that time into the secondary and picking up several yards, Tyler Babbitts. So Babbitts checked in temporarily. Jet Caffey was the starting quarterback. And that will be enough for a first down for Squad 48. 11 and under, the Arizona Squad 48. A pickup of 11 on the play. It's first down and 10 for Squad 48 at the 42-yard line of O'Connor. Handoff again inside and into the secondary this time. A big gainer by Joel Combs. So Combs with a big burst into the secondary. And he picks up another first down and a gain of 10. O'Connor leading 7-0 early here in the opening quarter. Again, Babbitts in at running back, or at quarterback, I should say. Hands off that time to Joel Combs, and he is hit and knocked down after a short gain. Avery Ware on that right side of the defensive line making a big impact. Donovan Ramirez, 66. A 75-yard interception return by Alvarado is the difference in the ball game, as O'Connor takes the lead, 7-0. Second down and 8. Well, in fact, they're showing first down on the far side. It was a loss of 2. Second and 12. Combs gets the handoff again. He is hit and driven down inside by Jack Reed. The first ball game today was won by the 10 and under. I can't believe that these guys are actually the age they are because they're so good. That being a compliment. 12-0 was the final score. O'Connor beating the Anthem Jaguars. Here our score is O'Connor 7-0. Probably about 5 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. 3rd down and 11. Babbitt's on the quarterback draw, goes straight ahead. Going to pick up just a couple inside the 35 to about the 34-yard line. Coming up from the bottom of that pile was T.J. Puchta Jr. We've got an injured member of Arizona Squad 48. Evan Featherson, one of the top defenders and offensive linemen. He is down for Squad 48. Temperature 95 degrees. Might get up as high as 97 if we're lucky.
Okay. I apologize, but I'm at
That's all right. That's all right.
It just started bad.
That's all right. And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry. And hopefully Evan Featherson is all right. They took him to the far sideline, and just hope he's okay. It'll be 4th down and 7 for Arizona Squad 48. They're in the white. In the blue is O'Connor. O'Connor leading 7-0 midway through this opening quarter. Jet Calfee is out of the shotgun. He will look to throw and lofts it deep down the near side, and just a little bit too high. A valiant attempt by Bryce Christensen with pretty good coverage over there, Bradley Wright. So a nice throwing arm shown that time by Jet Calfee, and on downs it'll turn over to O'Connor. They scored, which they lead right now 7-0, probably around 3 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. They got a 75-yard touchdown interception return by Makai Alvarado. He outraced everybody down the left sidelines and took it for the touchdown. 1st down and 10 for O'Connor from their own 33-yard line. They get it over on downs. Ari Sitkovic. Hopefully I'm getting the last name. I did talk to him before the game. Sitkovic. And a quick toss here to the near side's complete to Bobby Zaharides. I need, all right, phonetically, Bobby Zaharides. Say that a couple times. I can get that. Zaharides picking up a couple of short, or he picked up about 10 here on the near side. Move the chains. O'Connor 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line. Sitkovic out of the shotgun. They hand off inside this time, and picking up a short gain is Matthew Olson. Taken down in the middle of the pack by Bridger Morris. A gain of 3 for Olson on that carry inside. The quarterback is Ari Sitkovic. I may just call him Ari. 2nd down and 8. Ari out of the shotgun from the 46-yard line of O'Connor. A handoff going right now. Cutting back. The ball pops loose. It appears to be recovered by the Squad 48, and coming away with it, Riker Solomonson, and a penalty marker on the play, which I'd imagine that is going to go against O'Connor, and the fumble recovery by Riker Solomonson will count. It'll be a fumble recovery for Arizona Squad 48. Game 1 this afternoon, it was the 10 and under, O'Connor Jr. Eagles beating the Anthem Jaguars 12-0. So on downs, Arizona Squad 48 will take over 1st down and 10 at the 46-yard line of O'Connor after the fumble recovered by Riker Solomonson. Jet Calfee, number 9, is the quarterback with 4 receivers. Should say 3 on first down and 10. Handoff in the backfield this time, and not much doing as Bradley Wright came up and put a big bear hug on the running back. It is the second quarter now. That was Antonio Alberto getting the carry that time. So we're in the second quarter. It's 7-0 O'Connor and a loss on the play of 2. It's second down. Timeout is called by Arizona squad 48. Here at the beginning of the second quarter, it's second down and 12 for Arizona squad 48 at the O'Connor 48-yard line. Sandra Day O'Connor High School opened in 2003. Up here off I-17 in North Phoenix, off of Happy Valley Road. So O'Connor's Junior Eagles playing at home this afternoon. Trying to make it 2 in a row after their 10 and under squad won over Anthem 12-0. Arizona squad 48, my understanding, I didn't have any time hardly to prepare. I just barely got the numbers at the last second. But I do believe that it is a feeder school, or they feed to Glendale Cactus High School. I mean, the Cobras, that would make sense.
Let's go, Eagles!
Or check that, that's the next team. So this is not the feeder for that. That's our ball game at 5:30, the OTB Cobras. That is the Cactus Feeder School. My fault. Second down and 12. Handoff on the end around is Alaki. He maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage, if that. So a good stop on the play. Makai Alvarado, who had the 75-yard interception return for a touchdown, made that tackle. So that now officially is the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a break in the action. We head to the second quarter here after this break with O'Connor leading Arizona squad 48 by a score of 7-0.
And then try to figure out all these Polish and Scandinavian names.
Well, I'm doing all right. I think I'm sounding good. I'm not really having a problem.
Well, it wasn't the second quarter.
You told me it was.
No, I said it was. Is
Oh,
it the second quarter?
No, I thought you said it.
No.
Well, they never tell anybody.
Well, because it wasn't.
And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry out here at O'Connor High School up off I-17 Happy Valley. It is third down and 13 for squad 48 as a quick dump off to the left side. This time is Joel Combs on that pass play. He's going to come up about 4 yards shy of the first down. That was third down. He needed the 36. O'Connor leading it by a score of 7-0 over Arizona squad 48 as we start the second quarter. A 75-yard interception return by Makai Alvarado is the difference in the ball game. That was third down, and now squad 48 has an opportunity on fourth down and 4 at the O'Connor 40-yard line. We haven't got a lot of great information from the referees with different things, so do our best as that pitch is to Babbitts, and he goes left, and he's not going to get the first down. Bottled up after a gain of maybe a yard, and setting the tone for that play was Avery Ware, amongst others. Also in the ballpark, Logan Tengberg. Some good defense on that far side, and that's going to be about 3 yards shy of the first down. One thing we don't get a lot of, with not having a running clock or a scoreboard operating, it's easy to keep track of the score, but when it comes to how much time remains, we have to do our best at guessing, and That was my mistake with the, we thought it was the second quarter, but there was still a little bit of time left in it. So on downs, O'Connor takes over 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Ari Sitkovic goes out of the shotgun. 3 receivers set. Sitkovic looks to throw with a man in his face and fires it to the near side. A valiant attempt by Jay Davis. Some good pressure coming that time for the Arizona squad 48. Bridger Morris was right in the face of Ari as he tried to unload that pass, but a valiant try here by Jay Davis, but couldn't quite get there. Again, these quarterbacks, Ari Sitkovic having to come over to the sidelines, and those quarterbacks have to do a little bit of running because they need to come over and find out what the play is going to be. And when it's 95 or 97 degrees, it's a little bit warm out. Mekhi Alvarado is the running back who lines up to the right of Ari in the backfield. 2nd down and 10. O'Connor from their own 39-yard line. Man in motion, they hand off to Alvarado, and he picks up a couple over the left side, maybe 2 at best. And again, a nice stop by Bridger Morris. It was Mekhi Alvarado's 75-yard interception return for a touchdown that is the difference in this ball game. On that one, he picked up about 3. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for O'Connor from their own 42. They need their own 49. Early here in the second quarter, O'Connor leading 7-0 on that 75-yard interception return for a touchdown by number 6, Mekhi Alvarado. Ari brings in the play at quarterback for O'Connor. This is 11 and under action. O'Connor facing a 3rd and 7 from their own 42. Alvarado in the backfield. 3 receivers set. Ari out of the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Tosses here to the near side. Going up and making a fancy play is Jay Davis with 3 men draped all over him. He came back to make that play, and it's going to be a 1st down for O'Connor. Well, he's getting up a little bit lame. A 14-yard pickup, and Jay Davis came off after making a sensational play. It was Ari Sitkovic threw that ball up just beautifully, and going up and making the play was Jay Davis. He's going to come out of the ball game briefly. So another 1st down for O'Connor. 1st down and 10, O'Connor at the 43 of Arizona squad 48. Ari Sitkovic out of the shotgun. A 4 receiver set. They hand off inside. Alvarado spins off 1 tackle and taken down low by Riker Solensen after a gain of about 6. So Alvarado doing it on defense and offense, getting a lot of, a top defender in the secondary, kick returner. Defensive back doing a great job. It's 2nd down and 5 after the gain of 5 for O'Connor. Sitkovic out of the shotgun with 4 receivers. Alvarado lined up to his right. Play fake. Ari tosses it deep down the far side and nearly intercepted down on that far side by Alaki. And it was intended on the play for Aiden Durand. Amazed how good these guys are throwing the football at this age. They just fun to watch. So hopefully Jay Davis, number 4, the receiver who made the great catch, be back in the ball game pretty soon for O'Connor. Maybe he's in there now. We'll have to look. 3rd down and 5 for O'Connor at the 37 of Arizona squad 48. Mickey Ponce is in the backfield, line up to the left as Ari goes under center and pitches it. It nearly got away, and pitch gathered in by Jack Reed, who took it inside the 40 to the near side, where eventually he was taken down on the play by Braxton Volrich. And a penalty marker was flagged on the far side around the 42-yard line. This is probably going to come back against O'Connor. Our score is 7-0 in favor of O'Connor midway through the second quarter due to a 75-yard touchdown interception return by Makai Alvarado. After the penalty, it is 3rd and 14 for O'Connor at the 47-yard line of Arizona squad 48. They need to get down to the other 33-yard line, probably 4-down territory. Ari goes back to pass. Pulls it back, directing traffic, dumps it off here to the near side, but unable to hang on that time. Went through the hands of the intended target, Brock Weiss. So now it'll be 4th and 14 for O'Connor. Got the game at 5:30. That'll be the 8th graders, O'Connor Junior Eagles against the OTB Cobras. Nixon Reyes checks into the ball game. There's some confusion on O'Connor's side, and they call a timeout. Not sure who they wanted in at quarterback that time. There was a couple of guys coming in and out. The first ball game was won by O'Connor in the 10 and under group, 12-0 over Anthem. 7-0 in this ball game. It is 7-0 in favor of O'Connor here early, or should say probably midway through the second quarter now. Temperatures starting to heat up in the Valley of the Sun, about 95, 97. This is 11 and under action. So let's see who they have come out at quarterback. A lot of times it looks like it's going to be a punting situation. In fact, Nixon Reyes will come in to punt it away. At these levels of football, a lot of times they don't do the punting very much. He had his last one blocked, in fact, deep in territory of Arizona squad 48. This one he gets away. It's a short kick fielded by Solomonson, and he's taken down after just a short return. Immediately taken down by Aiden Haskins. So if you can get, it's not necessarily if you're going to be able to get a guy that can actually punt the ball. You have to have somebody that can actually snap the ball far enough back that you're going to be able to have enough room to get it away. That's why Nixon Reyes' kick was blocked a little bit the first time that he punted. That one was close, but he got it away. So 7-0 is our score. O'Connor leading Arizona squad 48, right around 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Arizona squad 48, 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Jet Calfee, the quarterback, out of the shotgun, 4 receivers he'll look to throw. Has pressure, gets it away, through a nice ball, but goes incomplete, a little bit short to Christensen going across the middle at the 45. So Bryce Christensen was running that route, and Jet Calfee. Occasionally Tyler Babbitt's number 3 has checked in at quarterback. Maybe a little bit more of a runner. 2nd down and 10 for squad 48 from their own 35. Babbitt's now is in the ball game, and he's going to throw. Steps up. He got it away, and it's complete on the far side. And close to a 1st down marker that time is Bridger Morris. We've got 2 penalties on the far sideline, but good job by Babbitts just to get that ball away, and it was caught by Morris, and he took it up close to midfield. But I bet it comes back. 2 penalties on the far side. So 2 penalties on the far side, and they're motioning. That is, I didn't understand that second. Well, that's a legal use of the hands. But what is the holding the hands in the air? I didn't really understand that one. Yeah, Nevertheless, it's going to move Arizona squad 48 back. Bridger Morris had a nice catch just to catch the ball, and then he plowed his way forward over midfield and picked up about 15 yards, but they're going to move that back all the way to the 32-yard line of Arizona squad 48. It is 2nd down and 14. Actually, 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun. Calfee fires over the middle, and for a moment, Christensen had it, but he was jarred by Alvarado and couldn't hold on. Alvarado's having a heck of a day. 75-yard interception return and playing very well. So Calfee was back in on that pass play. Third down and 13, squad 48 back at their own 32-yard line. The handoff inside to Braxton Volrich going around the left side, and I don't think he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. He was really gobbled up over there. Donovan Ramirez leading the charge, and the O'Connor faithful very happy about that play. In fact, it was a loss of 3 on the play, setting up a 4th down and 16 for squad 48 back in their own 49-yard line. They need their own 45 for a 1st down. See if Calfee tries to punt it away. He's only 5 yards back behind the line of scrimmage. He did get it off. It's fair caught, middle of field by Bradley Wright. The issue with punting at this level is you can't get a guy to snap it very far. Not the easiest thing in the world, and so going back just about 6 yards was Calfee, and so he didn't have a lot of room to get that away before the defensive men came in and tried to block it. Our score is 7-0 in favor of O'Connor as they lead Arizona squad 48 here in nearing the end of the first half, and 75-yard interception return for a touchdown by O'Connor defensive back Makai Alvarado, the difference in the ball game. Alvarado's had a great day. He's wearing number 6 in the backfield. Ari Sitkovic wearing number 1, the big quarterback for O'Connor. It is 1st and 10 for O'Connor at the 37 of squad 48. Handoff inside, and Alvarado fighting his way inside the 30 and a gain of 8. Alvarado really fighting hard, and Lucas Graniello, big number 78, making the stop in the interior of the line. It's certainly you got to keep your eye on offense and defense. Alvarado, not a real big guy at running back, but he sure runs hard. They'll call it 2nd down and 3. O'Connor just inside the 30 of squad 48. Handoff going right is Ponce. Ponce close to the 1st down, but not quite enough. And in on that stop was Christensen, who's looked good at tight end today. It all depends on the spot, and it was not a favorable spot. They actually moved it back to the 28. 3rd and 2, definitely 4-down territory should O'Connor not get it on their first try. O'Connor leading 7-0 here, closing stages of the first half. They're leading Arizona squad 48 thanks to a 75-yard touchdown run on an interception return by Makai Alvarado. 3rd down and 2, Ari will go under center this time. He pitches it going right. It's enough for a 1st down and more, and now cutting back, Bradley Wright gets into the outside, breaks the tackle of the 20, cuts back into the inside, and finally wrangled down by Bryce Christensen around the 18-yard line. That was a spectacular run by Bradley Wright. But a penalty marker is back at the 37-yard line. That may come back. That'd be unfortunate since that was a highlight reel type of run. What a run by Bradley Wright, but it's going to be canceled out, probably due to holding. So the 11 and under Junior Eagles trying to tack on another win for their program. The first one was the 10 and under Junior Eagles. They won 12-0 over the Anthem Jaguars. So that nifty run by Bradley Wright, unfortunately coming back due to a holding penalty, is block in the back, holding. So that negates about a 30-yard run. We'll call it 3rd and 15 for O'Connor at the 41-yard line of Arizona squad 48. They need to get down to the 27 for a first down. A stacked backfield. Ari goes out of the shotgun. Ari will look to throw and lofts it here to the near side and up making the catch. And a great grab is Zaharides. And Bobby Zaharides makes it all the way down to the 21-yard line and a pickup of 20. And he comes up limping just a little bit, so Zaharides comes up limping. But I'll tell you, Ari Sitkovic throws a nice ball. But his receivers have gone up. They've made some nice plays. They've gone up and made a play. And that time, Zaharides went up and made a play down at the 21-yard line, a pickup of 20. And Zaharides is going to go under the tent. Probably feels, well, it's a timeout for O'Connor, but probably feels good down on that bench. They've got a fan, and somehow they're getting water into the fan, which kind of makes it like an air conditioning. It's kind of clouded over a little bit here up off I-17 in Phoenix. Wouldn't call it clouds, kind of hazy out, so maybe that keeps the hot temperatures a little bit at bay. It was expected to get to 97 sometime today. But then later next week, it's supposed to cool down. With the I guess I'll call it AstroTurf, natural turf, it really does get extra hot out there with the heat. And some of the schools out here in Arizona, and I think the Dallas Cowboys, their practice facility, they've got some new type of turf, so to speak, that has been designed to keep it a little bit cooler if you water it. And I think a couple of the high schools here have got that. But hot is hot. That's the way it is. Our score here is 7-0. Closing moments of the first half. O'Connor leading Arizona squad 48 thanks to a 75-yard interception return for a touchdown by Mekhi Alvarado, who's done a great job at running back also, and he'll be in at running back right here after they picked up that last first down on the pass. 1st and 10, O'Connor at the 21 of Arizona squad 48. Ari Sitkovic will go out of the shotgun. Referee trying to tell us something. I'm not quite sure, but it's 1st down and 10. Alvarado lines up to the right of Ari. Ari looks to throw, lofts it towards the end zone here to the near side. It's complete for a touchdown in traffic to Bradley Wright. 21 yards. Bradley Wright with 3 men hanging all over him makes that catch in the front near side of the end zone. Kind of makes up a little bit for that nice run that was called back. It goes for 21 yards, and our score now is 13-0 in favor of Sandra Day O'Connor just before halftime. So Bradley Wright, who had a wonderful run taken away earlier, just moments ago due to a penalty, makes a nice 21-yard catch in big-time traffic from Ari Sitkovic. So let's see if they will. They've tried to run it in the last few times. At this level of ball, If you run it or pass it and it goes for 1 point, if you kick it, it goes for 2. So they will try to run it or pass it, and coming a little bit late is Brody Vallow, number 32. He lines up to the left, and a delay of game, I believe, against O'Connor. They didn't have all their ducks in a row.
They were calling timeout 5 seconds before.
So they were calling timeout. So O'Connor trying to add to a 13-0 lead here just before halftime over Arizona squad 48. So they're going to spot that ball about the 7-yard line now rather than the 2, and that makes quite a difference in a point after try. Jay Davis, number 4, is back on the field. He made a tremendous catch early on and then came out injured briefly. So the 1-point conversion will come from the 7-yard line for O'Connor. Alvarado is the running back. He lines up to the left of Ari. Ari out of the shotgun. He will look to throw it. Rolls to his left, buying some time, throws to the end zone, and it's knocked away on a nice play on defense that time for Arizona squad 48. And it was knocked away by Skylar Matheson. Of course, we never know how much time is left. He's a left-footed soccer-style kicker. So Tangbird kicks off, and it's a squib kick here to the near side. Picked up at the 26 by Solomonson, and he's in trouble and taken down after a 5-yard return by guess who? Bradley Wright. What a game Bradley Wright is having. He had a highlight reel type of run that was called back moments ago for holding, and then he made a tremendous catch for a touchdown, 21 yards in triple coverage. So Bradley Wright, wearing number 11, having a big afternoon. It's cooled off, I would say, a little bit. Maybe not. It's a little bit hazy out, though. That helps a little bit. First down and 10 for Arizona squad 48 from their own 31-yard line. Jet Calfee is the quarterback. 4 receivers set. He will look to throw. Dumps it off here to the near side to Combs, who has some running room up the near sideline, taken down at the 38-yard line by Jay Davis, who made that great catch early on. He's hurt again, is he? Did he come out again? Well, you're right. He made a shoulder tackle, and he might have, hurt that shoulder when he went up and made that nice grab early on. So Jay Davis out temporarily. It was a gain of 7 on the little quick toss to the near side to Joel Combs. A timeout is called. Our score is 13-0 in favor of O'Connor. A 75-yard interception return for a touchdown by Makai Alvarado. And then a 21-yard pass reception by Bradley Wright, making that catch from Ari Sitkovic. The extra point, trying to throw it in, was no good. Game 1 was 10-0. O'Connor, they beat Anthem 12-0. It was a defensive battle. At 5:30, it'll be the 8th grade teams of O'Connor and then the OTB Cobras. I believe they're a feeder school for Cactus. So this Arizona Squad 48 is not a feeder school for Cactus, which I misspoke early on. We didn't have a lot of time to get information before, to get too much details. I was, in fact, lucky to get the numbers right before halftime. I think it's cooling down a little bit. It's feeling a little better.
I think it's the fan.
Oh, you're right. The fan feels good. O'Connor's got a fan down underneath their tent, and it looked like they had some water around it where it was kind of spraying some air, mist type of air. It'll be 2nd down and 3 for Arizona Squad 48 from their own 38-yard line. They trail it 13-0. just before halftime. Calfee goes out of the shotgun. Combs to his right in the backfield. 3 receivers with a long count. In motion, coming back, they're going to try a little bit of trickery, and that throw is into triple coverage. Triple coverage going up for that was Noah Alaki. And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lauer. We start the third quarter. It is 13-0 in favor of O'Connor. And kicking off, left-footed soccer-style kicker Logan Tangberg for O'Connor. And Solomonson is back deep to return this kick for Arizona Squad 48. So Tangberg set to kick off for O'Connor. And that was not a left-footed kick, picked up at the 26-yard line by Solomonson. Races through the middle, has a little bit of a sliver of daylight, and he's out to the 44-yard line, an 18-yard return. Some good defense. Alvarado was in on that amongst others, also Connor Walsh. So a good return. Make sure there's no flags on the field, an 18-yard return by Solomonson. Recapping the scoring again, O'Connor took a 7-0 lead on a 75-yard interception return for a touchdown by Makai Alvarado, and then a 21-yard touchdown pass from Ari to right before the half. First down and 10. Calfee is the quarterback that hold off to Voldrich. Handoff there and nothing doing over the left side. That was Jack Reed coming up, making the stop on Braxton Voldrich. No gain on that play. Just to restate what I said, the 21-yard touchdown pass reception was by Bradley Wright, and it was thrown by Ari Sutkovic. I'm saying Ari instead of Sutkovic a lot. I just want to make sure I get that name correct. But it's second down and 10, Squad 48 from their own 45. On a delay, this is Babbitts. He fights his way ahead for a gain of about maybe 3 out to the 48-yard line. Nice tackle inside by Tommy MacArthur. So Babbitts, number 3, occasionally checks in for Jet Calfee, number 9, who is also maybe the starting quarterback, but Babbitts is in there an awful lot too, number 3. Third down and 7 for Arizona Squad 48 from their own 48-yard line. 3 receivers set, Calfee out of the shotgun. Has some time buying time. He steps up now, throws on the run, complete here to the near side to Bridger Morris. Morris down the near sideline, finally dragged down around the 35-yard line that time by Jack Reed once again. So Bridger Morris has had a couple of really nice gains on some little receptions. One was called back due to a penalty early on, but that one was good for 17 yards down the right sideline. And Arizona Squad 48 trailing 13-0 here in the early stages of third quarter could really use a touchdown, and they're off to a good start here on this drive. Babbitts is the quarterback. Braxton Voldrich, the running back, to his right on first down and 10. Babbitts on a quarterback delay goes straight ahead now, cuts to his left, and he's taken down by Donovan Ramirez after a pickup of about 2, and a penalty marker comes in. Of course, O'Connor in the blue uniforms, a little bit like the Colts in the NFL, and Arizona Squad 48 in red. Can't really think of a comparison for them, but since I've seen O'Connor's today, I think of either the Baltimore Colts, I'm old enough for that, or the Indianapolis Colts. Second down and 7 after the gain of 3 for Arizona Squad 48 at the 32-yard line of O'Connor. O'Connor leading 13-0. Calfee dumps it off here to the near side. It's complete to Voldrich and kind of lost his balance and taken down by Makai Alvarado, who had that great interception return for a touchdown. He's done it all today with playing running back, interceptions. 1 interception, he's done very good, meaning Alvarado. A gain of 2. It'll be third down and 4 for Arizona Squad 48 at the 29-yard line of O'Connor. O'Connor leading 13-0. Getting towards the middle stages of the third quarter. Babbitt steps up, throws it into traffic. Intended for Christensen, some good coverage by Mekhi Alvarado. So Babbitt's checked in again. Tyler Babbitt's number 3. Most definitely 4-down territory as Jet Calfee comes back in. It seems a little cooler, maybe outside, maybe I'm imagining it, maybe it's the fan, but it's started to haze over a little bit. A big 4th down and 3 for Arizona squad 48 at the 29-yard line of O'Connor. Calfee out of the shotgun. Has pressure, steps up, and down he goes by Bradley Wright. What a day for Bradley Wright, making tackles left and right. He had the big 21-yard touchdown reception. That is a loss of 5. Bradley Wright with a huge play to squash Arizona squad 48's attempt at going down and getting a touchdown. Officially, it's credited with a 4-yard loss. I'm going to mark that. Now what's going on? Seems to be, it ought to be 1st down O'Connor, but there was a little confusion, it almost seemed like. 1st down and 10 for O'Connor from their own 33-yard line. They lead it 13-0 here in the third quarter. The running back is Brody Vallow, number 32. He's stacked in tight. They're all stacked in tight. They hand off to Vallow inside, and he's taken down by Braxton Volrich at the 35-yard line, a gain of 2. Check that. It was Alvarado. It was Mekhi Alvarado. Vallow had checked in the backfield. It was a very tight backfield. But it was Alvarado picking up the 2 yards as Ari. Is that what they call it? You're related to the bunches. That's a bunch formation. It's strange. You don't see it that often. I guess they're going with the bunch formation again. On 2nd down and 8, O'Connor from their own 35. Ari looks to throw, fires here on the run, and that had to be interference. It was intended for Avery Ware right around midfield, and it certainly appeared that Joel Combs had a hand on him, but no penalty called. My first instinct was that was interference, but not called. So that's unfortunate for O'Connor. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Maybe they're discussing it, but I know the coaching staff here for O'Connor not happy about that. My first immediate instinct was interference, but I don't think they're gonna call it. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for O'Connor from their own 35. They need their own 43 for a 1st down. Alvarado, the running back, lines up to the right of Ari Sutkovic. Potentially another passing situation on 3rd and 8. Ari hands off to Alvarado inside, and he eludes a great tackle attempt by Braxton Volrich. He hit him enough to slow him up, but Alvarado is pretty slippery, and he ended up getting a couple of yards, 3 yards after he was hit in the backfield by Volrich. So it'll be 4th down and 5 for O'Connor from their own 38. Let's see if they try to punt it away. Nixon Reyes has punted it before, and he looks like he's in punting formation back at his own 31. Reyes had his first one blocked, and the second one he barely got it away. Solomonson back deep to return this punt of Nixon Reyes. And it looked like offside. One of the linemen jumped for, good blocking on that one. Solomonson fields at the 42-yard line, brings it back 8 yards. So Solomonson brought it back 8 yards after a 20-yard punt. It'll be good field position right around midfield. They mark Solomonson down at the 49-yard line. It did appear that one of the interior linemen from Arizona Squad 48 jumped, but I can't keep track anymore these days. If you got to make contact, if you just jump, gets kind of, I don't know. It's gotten crazy. First down and 10 for Arizona Squad 48 from their own 48-yard line. Quick toss to Morris on the left side. Slipping tackles and finally taken down by Ari Sitkovic. He's in on defense, I guess. Well, beg your pardon. He is not back. They'll give the credit to Bradley Wright. I'll tell you, Bridger Morris is a tough guy to tackle out of the backfield. He took that on the far side there and picked up 7 yards, 2nd down and 3. Arizona Squad 48, 2nd and 3 at the 44 of O'Connor. Babbitt's on the quarterback delay. He goes to his left and somehow slithered through and picked up a first down inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Taken down by Jack Reed. Our score is 13-0 O'Connor here. We've got to be closing in on the end of the third quarter. No scoreboard operating today. The first score made it 7-0 O'Connor and a 75-yard interception return for a touchdown by Alvarado. Then Bradley Wright caught a 21-yard touchdown pass from Ari Sitkovic. First down and 10. On a delay, Volrich is hit at the line of scrimmage. Again, Bradley Wright right in the mix there, number 11. And Volrich with a second effort. Let's see where they mark him down. He's a tough cookie to tackle. Him and Bridger Morris. They're going to credit him with a 2-yard gain. He came down more, looked like at the 35. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for Arizona Squad 48 at the 37 of O'Connor. Their first possession of the third quarter was a good one. They need to get on the board. Babbitt's in at quarterback. Another quarterback delay by Babbitt's, and he races forward. He's hit hard right around that line of scrimmage. Again, coming up was Jack Reed, number 18, who's done a valiant job on defense. No gain on that play by Babbitt's. They're mixing Babbitt's in number 3 along with number 9, Jet Chaffee. Not Chaffee, Calfee, beg your pardon, at quarterback. So 3rd down and 8 for Squad 48 of the 37 of O'Connor. Calfee out of the shotgun, empty backfield. 4 receivers to the near side. Calfee fires. It is complete here to the near side, and not much doing there as Jay Davis wraps up the receiver very, very quickly on a quick toss to Finn Miller. So Finn Miller was wrapped up very quickly. And a what'd they call? Penalty marker. It sounded like they called number 44. Which would be Bridger Morris. That's going to go against Arizona Squad 48. It's going to move them back to the 48 of O'Connor. They'll get 3rd down again, but it's going to make it 3rd and 19. 13-0 O'Connor here, later stages of the third quarter. 3rd down and 19, Squad 48 at the 48 of O'Connor. Calfee out of the shotgun will look to throw. Fires far side, and Christensen was open for a second into double coverage. And it goes incomplete. Coverage on the play by Bobby Zaharides. So after the incomplete pass, it'll be a timeout called, and Squad 48 will be facing a 4th down and 19 from the 48-yard line of O'Connor. They need to get to the 29-yard line for a first down, and O'Connor leading 13-0 here, the Closing stages of the third quarter. The first game of the day today was 10 and under action. O'Connor beating Anthem 12-0. It's a defensive battle. The next ball game at 5:30 is 8th grade action. O'Connor against OTB Cobras, which is a feeder school, I believe, for Cactus High School, Glendale Cactus. I believe Evan Featherson, who got big number 99, who got banged up earlier, is back in uniform and on the other side for Arizona Squad 48, which is a good sign. Had a few injuries today. Hopefully everybody's going to be okay. Squad 48 facing a 4th and 19 at the 48 of O'Connor. They need the 29 for a first down. Bridger Morris lines up to the left of Calfee as he goes out of the shotgun with 4 receivers. Calfee's got a good arm and they could use it right here, and now stoppage of play by the referees. Now we'll go to work. 4th and 19. Calfee tosses it left side, and Solomonson not able to get to that. It was out of bounds around the 35-yard line, and coverage by Brody Vallow. So on downs, O'Connor will get good field position, 1st and 10 from their own 48. O'Connor leading at 13-0 here in the later stages of the third quarter. So O'Connor takes over on downs with very good field position, 1st and 10 from their own 48. Squad 48 has moved the ball into O'Connor territory, getting maybe down as far as the 20-yard line this second half, but not able to come through with a touchdown. 1st and 10, O'Connor from their own 48. 3 backs in the backfield this time for Ari Setkovic. Handoff to Alvarado, but he can't hold on to the ball. He fumbles it, but I believe he got on it right away. It'll be a loss of 1. So Alvarado not able to hold on to begin with, a loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Ari Setkovic getting the plays from the head coach over here, or one of the coaches, I should say, for O'Connor. Time should be just about running out here in the third quarter. There's been a lot of running and things of that nature. O'Connor with a 2nd down and 11 from their own 47-yard line. Again, 3 backs in the backfield as Ari goes under center, and movement on that line. It'll be a false start, I would guess, on the right side of the line. TJ Puchta Jr. is one of the running backs in the backfield now, number 31, as well as Mickey Ponce and Alvarado, who is the tailback. 5-yard penalty, it cost him 5. It's 2nd and 17. Handoff to Alvarado over the left side, and he gets whacked. Braxton Volrich coming in there, and big stop along with Lucas Graniello. Nothing doing on that play for Alvarado, and it's going to be 3rd down and 17. 3rd and 17 for O'Connor from their own 41-yard line. O'Connor leading 13-0, getting towards the end of the third quarter. So O'Connor needs their own 42, or the 42, I should say, of Squad 48. 3rd down and 19. Ari goes out of the shotgun. They hand off to Zaharides on that end around, and he gets squashed. He got squashed right away by Mason Haydorn. That's going to be a loss of 5 on the play. And again, well, let's see if... Well, it will be Nixon Reyes into punt it away again on 4th down and 25. Reyes ready to punt it away for O'Connor. That's an end-over-end kick. It takes a good roll. Solomonson from his own 39-yard line breaks a couple of tackles and taken down by Jay Davis around the 45-yard line. A 6-yard return after a 25-yard punt. So it's kind of been a bit of a stalemate here in the 3rd quarter. Nobody scored on either side. Might this be the end of the 3rd quarter? We'll wait and see. There's never been any real distinctive signals. The last couple games we've done, they just kind of go with the flow. It is 13-0 O'Connor here in the later stages of the 3rd quarter. I guess that was just some fan noise. I thought maybe it signaled something. O'Connor scored first in a 75-yard interception return for a touchdown by Alvarado to make it 7-0. Then just before halftime, Ari Sutkovic hit Bradley Wright for a dramatic 21-yard touchdown pass. Extra point weren't able to get it. So is that officially now the... Huh? I'm losing track here. I guess there was a penalty of some sort, so it's 1st down and 10 for squad 48 from their own 48-yard line. Solomonson on the keeper around the right side. Gets it up close to midfield. I didn't hear a lot of signals or any attention to a penalty being called. But all of a sudden, Arizona squad 48 got the 1st down. Well, I'm losing track here. It's the start of the 4th quarter, 13-0 O'Connor, and it's 2nd down and 8 from midfield for squad 48. Calfee out of the shotgun rolls to his right, and he tried to hit Bridger Morris on the right side, but not able to connect. It'll be 3rd down and 8 from midfield. So we're finally here at the beginning of the 4th quarter. Arizona squad 48 still not out of it, but they've had a tough time getting deep into O'Connor territory on offense. 3rd and 8, squad 48 from midfield. Calfee out of the shotgun, rolls to his right, has pressure, in trouble, and down he goes. The main man to get his hands on him first was Bradley Wright. And Bradley has had quite a day. Also getting up from the pile was Cooper Shope, but now we've got an injured member of O'Connor, and we don't like to see that. It's number 31, TJ Puchta Jr. So TJ Puchta Jr. is down for O'Connor. 4:57. Our second game scheduled to start at 5:30. See if that happens on time. They kind of run a little bit late sometimes. Game one, our first game was 1:30 in the 10 and under group. O'Connor beat Anthem 12-0. So Pooch, hopefully I'm getting that pronunciation right. I really didn't have any time hardly to get it before the game. Hopefully he's all right. The TJ Juniors, hopefully all right coming off the field. Feels like it's cooling off, but I bet if you went out and took the temperature, it probably still would be in the 90s. Because it's gotten a little bit hazy here. Arizona squad 48 will go for it on 4th down and 4 from their own 44-yard line. Direct snap to Solomonson. He slipped one tackle, slipped another, and he's going to be close to the first down marker. Eventually getting a handle on him was Avery Ware, but Riker Solomonson, very slippery. He avoided a couple of tackles, and it appears Avery Ware might be down for O'Connor. That is enough for a first down. He needed 4, and he got 6. So they're running Riker Solomonson, number 88, kind of out of a wildcat formation, if you will, trying to get something to happen, to get some offense going for Arizona squad 48. Avery Ware, who's the injured player for O'Connor, has done some nice playing today. He's had some good tackles, and I think he caught a ball and done a fine job. Hopefully he's all right. Early stages of the fourth quarter, and it's 13-0 O'Connor here in the 11 and under action. So Avery Ware gets to his feet, helped off, and hopefully he'll be okay. Riker Solomonson really is dangerous when he gets the ball in his hands, and now to kind of inject something into that, some energy into that offense for Arizona squad 48. They're really running him out of essentially a wildcat, but now it appears that Tyler Babbitts will come in, number 3. We'll wait and see. So Solomonson picked up the first down for Arizona squad 48. Well, now they're claiming they didn't get the first down. I don't know what's going on. He needed at least the marker on the other side of the field showed he needed the 46. Well, that's a shame. There was nobody complaining, but I saw where the first down marker was, and he definitely got it. So gain around the left side by Bradley Wright, but nevertheless, I didn't see Arizona squad 48 complaining that much. The marker on the far side of the field that I assumed was the first down marker was to get to the 47-yard line, and he got to the 49. So, I don't know. O'Connor, after no gain on that play, takes 2nd down and 10 at the 49 of squad 48. Pitch it again, going right. This is Bradley Wright, who runs out of bounds. He has really showed some wheels today, including getting a touchdown of 21 yards. He's played tremendous defense. They're going to mark Bradley out at the 39-yard line, a pickup of 10. He had the 21-yard pass reception from Ari Sutkovic early on. But, in fact, even Bradley Wright had a highlight type of real run that was called back due to a penalty. So he's really had a nice day. They look like the old Baltimore Colts. Roger Carr, yes. 1st down and 10, 3 backs in the backfield. Ari under center. He looks to throw, but he's in trouble and throws it here to the near side. It's complete to the 36-yard line to Brody Vallow, and good job by Ari just to get that ball away as Lucas Graniello had him right in his sights. A gain of 3. That looked like nothing was going to happen on that one. So we're in the fourth quarter, probably 4 minutes in, I'm guessing, and O'Connor leading 13-0. They're going to probably try to take some time off this clock. It is 2nd down and 6. O'Connor at the 36. They hand off to Alvarado straight ahead. He's picking his way, and he's got a first down to the 28-yard line where he was tackled by Joel Combs. Alvarado's got some shifty moves and some speed, as we saw earlier. And now Bradley Wright is down injured for O'Connor. He's had such a nice day. You hate to see anything happen to anybody. Well, he's the only one. Looked like somebody else, but Mekhi Alvarado also early on had that 75-yard interception return for a touchdown. So Bradley Wright, who had the 21-yard touchdown reception coming off, and hopefully maybe he just got his bell rung, but Mekhi Alvarado is very, very slippery, hard to tackle when he goes through the middle. So I guess if you're O'Connor, even though there's no clock to actually watch on a scoreboard, you probably would like to take some time off the clock. The next game starts at 5:30, and I would guess it's going to be pushed back a little bit. So Alvarado picks up the first down. It's 1st down and 10 for O'Connor at the 28-yard line of squad 48. O'Connor trying to add to a 13-0 lead here in the fourth quarter. 4 10-minute quarters, and I'm guessing there's maybe 6 minutes remaining. Brody Vallow in the backfield also as Ari throws over the middle and a little bit too high that time around the 20-yard line, intended for Zaherdis. So Bobby Zaherdis, I'm going to say that quite a few times and I'm going to get it correct. Zaherdis. So no gain on the play. It was a little bit of a high throw. 2nd down and 10 for O'Connor at the 28 of squad 48. Again, 3 backs in the backfield, and they hand off inside. This is Alvarado again. Man, he's not a real big guy, but it took about 3 guys to take him down, led by Bridger Morris. And now it appears an injured player for squad 48, and it might be Lucas Graniello. So Graniello, Lucas Graniello, 78, is going off. He's a big time prospect, got good size. The coaches and one of the team moms really spoke highly about what a dominating force he was, and it's hope that's not a bad knee. So Lucas Graniello goes off to the sideline. O'Connor trying to add to the 13-0 lead here, I'm guessing midway through the fourth quarter. They're facing a 3rd down and a long 5. The 24-yard line of squad 48. Still trying to get Lucas off the field in the far side. Good to see Bradley Wright back on the field. He's the tailback on 3rd down and 6. Ari goes under center. They pitch it to Wright going left, trying to get to the outside, but not going to be able to get there. The leading man over there was Noah Alaki. Alaki was the main man on that leading the charge. Of course, always in the vicinity, Braxton Volrich, one of the top players on the team for squad 48. And that was a loss on the I'm not quite sure. These first down markers on the far side, like we said, that one seemed to be messed up when they claimed that they did not get the first down. That was a loss of about 5. We're going to call it 4th down and 12. O'Connor at the 30-yard line of squad 48. They need the 18 for a first down. Ari rolls to his right, throws over the middle, and ball nearly intercepted off the hands of Brock Weiss. So on downs, the ball goes over to Arizona squad 48. They've played good defense, but the offense for squad 48 has had some difficulty going deep into O'Connor territory, moving the ball deep enough to score. So it's 13-0 O'Connor here in the, I guess maybe 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. So squad 48 takes over first down and 10 from their own 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Calfee, and now timeout is called by O'Connor. So O'Connor calls timeout. I want to make sure they get everything in order. First down and 10 for squad 48 from their own 30-yard line after the timeout by O'Connor. Jet Calfee goes out of the shotgun. Fires at far side into double coverage, and a valiant try over on that far side, nearly caught by Noah Alaki. Should say Alaki. And he threw into double coverage. So that ball intended for Alaki. Calfee showing a strong arm, but it goes incomplete. Volrich is the running back in the backfield on second down and 10. This time it's Babbitt's on the run breaking tackles, and he looked like he stayed on his feet on the far side. It looked like they were trying to strip the ball. Alvarado was all over him, but Babbitt's ended up nearly picking up the first down. It all depends on the spot. He got 10, but he was very slippery on that. It'll be second down and inches. Babbitt's now in a jam, rolls to his right, has the first down. Tyler Babbitt's was kind of bottled up in the backfield for a second, but then got away and picked up the first down and a gain of 5 to the far side. Squad 48 trailing 13-0 here, later stage of the fourth quarter. Second down and 6. Babbitt's in trouble again, and he goes down. Colin Holloway threw him down to the turf with an assist from Avery Ware. That time Babbitt's couldn't get away. And that appears to be the end of the ball game. So O'Connor winning another low-scoring game as they beat Arizona squad 48 by a score of 13-0. I'm Eric Anderson for Jeff Lowry, back about a half hour for the next game.